It'll do the job. Trust me. It'll get her done. It'll get her done. Alright, so we need nether quartz, Certus quartz, and redstone. I think we've got some of that. Wait. Cyrus is your pimp and you're her tickle poot whore? That's disgusting, sir. That's disgusting. And disturbing. And disturbingly disgusting. All at once. Pyro for president. Oh, that's twisted. I think we had this conversation earlier that you guys do not want me as your president at all, under any circumstances. There we go. I think that's all we've got. Tony, no. If people want to find it, they know where it is. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's our flux crystals. And I think we have everything to make it now, minus the iron. Is the real Arthenon back? Arthenon never left. He's around. He's around. Let's put some of this shit over here. Don't need all this stuff. I don't think that works that way, Dead Man. I don't think it works that way. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. There we go. ME controller. All right, we have the first setup for our little system here. And I'm going to put our little system right here for now, so it's got power. So, there we go. So we have our ME controller now. Awesome. Awesome. Now we need a series of other things. So let's see. We need a drive, which is going to take 2 gold chips and a chest. That, thankfully, is pretty easy. We have plenty of gold, so let's go grab 2 gold chips real quick. Gold. 1, 2. There we go. Man, can anyone sell me time so I can stream all day instead of working? Sorry, buddy. I'm all out of time. I would totally help you out though, if I had some extra time. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Alright, let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then we need the knife. There we go, that's 2 chips. Amy is the official financial backer of the TDK campaign. That's a secret. Shh. Shh. Don't tell everybody about my super PAC. Don't tell everybody about my super PAC. It's supposed to be a surprise. There we go. Alright, so we now need 4 iron bars. So that's, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And that should give us everything we need. Oh, I don't have a chest. Fuck. We can get a chest. Make a time torch, you'll have all the time you need. That's a solid point, bro. That's a solid point. And we need glass. Yeah, 2 pieces. I like that. I like that. That was good times there, Coaster. That was good times. Well played, sir. Well played. I have to give you mad props for that one. Hey, Pyro, what about Sub Saturday? Dread, we will probably do it. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to change. We'll have to change things around and come up with some different stuff. So we may end up doing Sub Saturday on Friday. We may do like Filthy Thursday. It just kind of depends. We'll play around with it. Like I said, things are going to be in kind of transition for a little while. And once we figure out where things are going to be and where we're going to be at, we'll get things changed. Pyro, if only your Mustang can get to 120. It's a 4.6 liter V8 5-speed. It'll get to 120. I've had it at 120. It'll probably get up to more than that. Not that I really want to push it any more than that. Last time, okay, so here's the story. Here's the story. I think I've told this story before. I may have even told it recently. If so, I do apologize, but not everybody's heard all my stories, so we're just going to go with it and see how we do. So, anyways, when I was young, I was an idiot. I was a real idiot. And when you're young, you know, you think you're invincible. You think you can't, you know, nothing bad's gonna happen to me. I'm you know, I'm smart enough and cool enough that I can handle it, and et cetera, et cetera. So, like I said, I wasn't really all that bright. So, well, I mean, I was bright. I thought I was invincible. So, anyways, I had a lead foot. I went through my first set of tires on my Mustang in 8,000 miles. I went through the second set of tires in 12,000 miles. So to say I enjoyed my car and enjoyed spinning out and whatnot would kind of be an understatement. So anyways, I'm coming home from school, and this was the last time I ever raced my Mustang. The last time. Never raced it after this. So we're coming home, and I don't know if I was dating Lisa at the time or if I was single. I don't remember, but we were driving, and this other white Mustang 4.6 liter GT pulls up in front of us, and there's a hot chick in there. Well, when you're 19 and a hot girl is in a car next to you and she guns it, you know, that's you're gone. You're not even thinking. The penis is completely taken over, and you're not thinking rationally at all, especially at 19. I mean, you're ready to go. So she pulled up next to us at a stoplight, revved her engine a few times, and then took off. Well, when she took off, we decided the logical thing to do was to chase her. So we chase her, and there's a mall by my house, and at the mall there's about a 4-mile straight. Well, it's not quite a straightaway. It's a gradual turn up, and then it turns back as it comes around. So she gets in front of us, and she peels out. Well, when she takes out, we hug right behind her. So she's in the far left lane. I'm in the far right lane. And we're just, you know, grinding them gears down. We're just hauling ass, and I'm trying to keep up with her. And, you know, because it's basically a drag race at that point. And so we end up catching her, because I think she was an automatic, because she wasn't shifting. So we ended up catching her, and then we're pulling ahead slightly. So the last time I checked the speedometer, it was right before the bad shit happened, and we were at about 120, 125 miles an hour. Now, if you've never driven 120 miles an hour, there's something... Things just kind of move very quickly at 120 miles an hour. You don't realize how fast things come up on you at that speed. Okay, it's not fluid crystal I need, it's fluid dust, isn't it? Just hang on one second. Yeah, it's fluid dust, which is neither quartz dust or quartz dust. Okay, we'll get some of that. But anyways, you don't realize how fast things come up on you at 120 miles an hour. I don't know the exact math on it, but it's quick. It's quick. So I'm on the right side. She's on the left side. We're at about 125 miles an hour, give or take, 5 to 10 miles. And there's a guy in a beat up old pickup truck who pulls out of the mall parking lot into the far right lane. So I'm like, oh shit, because you know I'm coming up on him. I mean, he's doing like 20 miles an hour. I'm doing 120 miles an hour, and he's 100 yards in front of me. So at this point, you know, I dropped the clutch, drop it down into fourth gear, and started applying brakes. So as soon as I switched to, oh, thank you, Emmy. I appreciate that, madam. Thank you. High five, Emmy. High five. So anyways, I switched down to fourth gear, and for those of you guys who don't know, when you downshift at those speeds, it's almost like locking up the brakes. So we're dropping speed hardcore, and I turn on my turn signal, and I manage to get into the middle lane. So I'm in the middle lane at this point, and I figure we're just going to zip past this guy, and we're going to be fine. And we probably would have. The problem is, then the guy decides, well, I'm just going to go right ahead and switch all the way over to the middle lane. So he's moved with me. Well, when you deaccelerate like that, and I mean, like, we're talking dropping from 20 to 90 in like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, all of the weight is forward on your car. All of the weight. So when you move to the middle lane, everything is leaning forward. Your back tires are, all the weight is off the back. And when we moved to the middle lane, he came with us. So at that point, I had no choice because I was about to hit him. And we were about to hit him at about 95 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour. So I had to go far left. So I switch over to the far left lane. Well, at this point, the back of the car starts to kind of drift. And it's coming around, and I'm starting to slide. So we're starting to slide like this. Well, half of my car, not quite half of my car, just about 10% of my car is in the back lane. Or is in the middle lane. And he's a truck. So if my car hits him, I'm going to be doing 360s and explode. So I correct, and I'm turning into the slide a little bit, and as soon as I do that, the back of the car just spins. It comes around, and the curb's to my left. It hits the left curb, my rim shatters, and I go up on the curb completely. And at this point, I'm sliding kind of like, those skaters who grind? I'm kind of, my car is sliding. So his truck's here. I managed to slide around him, and I end up doing this. I'm facing him, and then I come down, and now I'm looking straight at him, and I'm going 90 miles an hour that way. So my car does about 360s, and finally, I'm holding the brakes down. I'm screaming. My dude to my right is laughing his ass off because I had my buddy in the car with me. And we ended up scraping on my rims, almost flipped the car, but the Mustang held and we didn't flip. And then we end up facing oncoming traffic. So it was kind of scary. So at that point, all of the cars that I'm facing are now calling 911 on me. And I'm trying to get out of there. Thankfully, I didn't explode. My back rim wasn't like totaled. It was just cracked. So basically what happened is I ended up shattering the back left rim. It had to be replaced. I ended up totaling 2 of my 4 tires. I bent the frame of the car, and I scraped the shit out of all of the rims on my left-hand side. So it was pretty scary. So anyways, needless to say, I don't race anymore. So I'm done. That was pretty much all I needed at that point. Quite thoroughly got it out of my system. I like that friend of yours. Yeah, well, that friend's kind of crazy. So I was at that point in time, I was praying to God. It's like, man, whatever you want, whatever you need, you let me know. I will make it happen. Just please don't let me die. Please don't let me fucking die. So we ended up not dying, and it was all right, but it was sketchy as hell. John Wigglesworth, we started early because I have free time, so I figured, why the hell not? Yes, the lesson is when you're young, number 1, don't think you're invincible, and number 2, don't think with your penis. Your penis will straight out fucking lie to you. In fact, don't listen to your penis almost ever, because your penis is a lying bastard. All right, Emmy, I'll check it out after stream and see if you're telling the truth, madam. See if you're telling the truth. Good to know though. Good game, Pyro's racing career. Yeah. The cool thing though is, number 1, I didn't hit any of the cars, and I dodged 3 cars at 120 miles an hour while doing 360s. And we were winning the race when I lost control. So that was the really cool thing. Is Arthanon still the top donor? Yes, he is the top donor at $1,000. $1,000. There we go. Let's put that back. No more customer text stories. I'll think up some GameStop stories, and I'll present them to you in a couple days. I honestly don't think I've got any off the top of my head at the moment, and I don't want to just grab some of the non-cooler stories. I kind of got to think about it for a bit. Oak saplings. Let's come over here and just throw some of the stuff off real quick. I don't need you. And I don't need you. There we go. Don't race girls, they fight dirty. That's true. That's true. She didn't even slow down either. She just kept right on driving like it wasn't no thing. I was like, man, that's fucked up. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. Alright, so we need a bunch of Fluix dust. Is there any other options? No, just Fluix dust. Alright, fair enough. Just tell stories, Pyro. They'll be dirty. They'll be funny no matter what. You may be right. You may be right. Okay, hang on. To make nether quartz. Oh, I forget how to make it. Ex nihilo sieves. Sieving soul sand. Okay, and you can get soul sand by... Oh, what is it did you put in to get soul sand? I forget. Is it dirt? Does anybody remember how to make soul sand out of with this setup? I know you have to be around mycelium here, and I want to say it's sand. I think it's sand. I'm almost positive it's sand. Which of course I don't have any of. That's dust, which we'll pull out and put in here. There we go. Sand. Thank you, Coaster. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Nikolite, half up front and half on delivery, sir. Half on front, half on delivery. Alright, there we go. 6. That's 7. Sandwich. 8. Sopping sand. Yes, definitely sopping sand. And 10. There we go. There we go. There we go. Bam, bam. And now I need water. What's the easiest way to do this? I know I don't need this aqueous accumulator over here anymore. Let's get this out. We're going to change this up a bit. There we go. Alright, so I've got some mycelium here. I don't need this in the backfield here. We do need 2 spots. So I need to put that in the middle. And then this here. So we're just going to break this. Break this. Break this. And break this. Okay. And then we're going to put you in there. Which should allow me to pick up the dirt, because I don't want the mushrooms. There we go. That's what I want. I want the dirt. Okay. And then we'll put 1 piece of dirt here. 1 piece of dirt here. And then I need water in the middle. Let's go put this over here. What would I do if I woke up to Paris Hilton on top of me? I would be really worried that I was going to catch something. I would really be worried I was going to catch something. Something horrible. I don't have a story like that, Killcat. I don't have a story like that. Alright, let's get some water going. There we go. Bam. 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 We need our aqueous accumulator right here. There we go. Should be producing water fairly quickly. And then we need Liquidux. Tell the story that Killcat wants to hear. That story doesn't exist, folks. That story does not exist. It is not real. It's not real. Alright guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute commercial break.